Alright, Assalamualaikum. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our impromptu punya kelas lah. Lebih kurang lah impromptu punya kelas. Even though saya dengan Hanim yang plan this, tetapi the rest of the gang yang ada kat sini ni, it's like tiba-tiba. Yeah. And we're doing this, kami buat semua ni is because it's a follow-up. I felt it was a follow-up lah. Daripada the last week punya class, last week punya session on Zoom, we had how to write motivational quotes. Yeah, and on that point too, how to write motivational quotes. Among the things that I mentioned was kita ni perlu belajar daripada PLF Hanim dekat USM. Yeah, because from my point of view, the only one person that I know who is when it comes to fonts and designs and stuff like that, Hanim is would be our point of reference. Yeah. So because I mentioned Hanim punya name that night, I took the opportunity to go and search for Hanim lah. Tengok Hanim yang muncul dulu. Hanim shared dia punya quote to me. I took the opportunity to snatch Hanim and cadangkan that she comes out tonight to share with us about that long topic. Okay, so Hanim, as a start, could you just like briefly, number one, introduce yourself, what you do in USM sebenarnya, what's your PhD all about? Okay, and then introduce the topic to us. Boleh?
Alright, so Assalamualaikum, selamat malam, good evening everybody. My name is Hanim. So I'm working in USM, currently holding the position as head of program of graphic communication. So I had my PhD actually 10 years ago, but I'm kind of like macam mana? The introvert lah, buat kerja diam-diam je lah. Orang cari dan I datang lah.
PhD senyap-senyap lah.
PhD senyap-senyap. So basically, my background of study actually computer graphic design. So ada combination of technology and graphics design lah. And my research is more on looking into the systematic thinking and Down syndrome punya ni lah. But basically it's transdiscipline, not just only graphic design, the combination of technology and helping cultural heritage ke, people with disadvantage, anything lah, as long as ada 3 discipline combined in a study. So basically that's what I'm interested in looking into lah.
Hang on. Just before you get into your punya language kan, just to mention, ramainya antara kami ni termasuk saya dan brother Rudy kat situ, kita orang kampung, ya Rudy, kan?
Betul.
Kita orang geng kampung, so just in case you bulldoze us with a lot of terminology, kita orang pengsan. So we just like to highlight to you yang saya dan Rudy orang kampung.
So apa yang itu PhD, tapi kalau other than PhD, I focus on teaching typography.
Typography. What's typography sebenarnya?
So typography is a study of letters. Kalau saya ajar my students, I cakap dekat diorang, kita belajar ABC je. Kita belajar macam mana nak tulis ABC.
Correct.
So basically,
Wow.
macam tu lah. Tapi in the class, I normally I don't want to scare people about the term typography tu. Normally people macam, wah besarnya. Ada graphy kat belakang tu.
Graphy,
whatever, kan. Tapi actually, basically it's study of letters, alphabets. Tapi it's not just letters and alphabet. Inclusive of language juga. So kalau
typography is inclusive of language.
In a way, kalau kita nak kita nak design or communicate something, we use language kan, English ke, bahasa ke, Chinese ke, Indian ke, any kind of language. Tapi macam mana kita nak voice out that language visually. That's typography lah.
Okay.
So it's part of visual communication juga lah, part of in the category kat situ.
Nice.
Contoh.
Visual, visual, you said, what was that?
Kita panggil visual communication atau
Visual
komunikasi
communication.
visual.
That's nice. That's nice. That's new for me. Visual communication. Cool.
Ada elements yang lain lah, tapi I bagi elemen typography. Nanti kan I cakap banyak pula.
Bukan, kalau you nampak I dengan Rudy muntah tu kan, kira banyak sangat.
Okay, baik. So I cakap typography je lah kalau interested in the other elements macam colours ke, shapes. Yang tu visual lah, fotografi, all those things are komunikasi visual.
Okay.
Kita narrate ataupun ada buat narration atau kita macam mana cakap narration, visual narration macam comics, kita buat comics ke, fotografi, storytelling. Benda tu semua actually is visual narration ataupun kategori visual, komunikasi visual lah.
Dalam bahasa kampung kami, penceritaan visual.
Ya. Boleh juga.
Okay. Alright, so that's what you do. Okay. So,
that's what I teach, I do juga lah. So kalau macam freelancing as a designer, I do book cover design lah, just to macam mana tak nak lupa lah kan, kita kan dah designer, macam kategori creator juga kan.
betul.
Jadi lecturer, jadi researcher, benda tu kita banyak ke tepi. Tapi I take jugalah just to remember my roots orang kata.
To be hands on all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, among the reasons I wanted to learn from you, I personally wanted to learn from you is because you see I've been coming out with a lot of quotes and all that, and I noticed that bila saya keluarkan salah satu quote tu, I would tend to susun my words. Kadang-kadang dia tak keluar one paragraph, dia keluar one line, and then sengkang one line, you know. So to me, I felt that's important. How I present it visually is important.
Yes, correct.
Why sebenarnya? I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that.
Kalau nak cakap research or study base, ada meaning behind that sebenarnya. Kalau contohnya I nak cakap I'm sad. Kalau saya tulis I am sad, contohnya I guna text biasa lah. Normally font apa yang you selalu pilih? Yang normal font dalam Microsoft Word? Times New Roman.
Orang-orang Apple mana guna Microsoft Words?
Sekarang
itu semua benda-benda murah. No, we don't use Microsoft Word.
Canva sekarang Canva. Yeah.
He's going to sell Apple again.
Marah Lily.
Hanim, saya ada soalan ya. Kalau you dah habis explain dekat si Furizal, adakah pemilihan font ni memberi impact dalam decision making? Contohnya, saya avoid Times New Roman because they're very edgy and sharp. Dan saya lebih menggunakan Avenir Next, bagi saya nampak lebih lembut dan roundage. Does that take into account kalau kita nak hantar dokumen ke apa? Maybe you boleh explain later dalam perjalanan ni.
Boleh. Very strong message kat situ sebenarnya. Ada psychology behind the choosing of font juga.
I see. Terima kasih. I learned something new.
When you say ada psychology, itu maksudnya dengan Rudy choose that particular font and avoid another certain font, maka kita tahu apa perangai Rudy.
Boleh. Actually kalau you understand font punya behavior, you sebenarnya boleh faham orang tu punya karakter.
Ambil kau Rudy. We will be reading you shortly.
Macam for me, if I see macam Coach Rizal punya poster on dia punya tu, actually I dah faham dah karakter dia macam mana. For me lah, because I dah biasa sangat tengok.
Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum.
Rudy jangan lari Rudy.
Interesting.
Macam Times New Roman, some people kata dia nak avoid, tapi actually Times New Roman tu font yang readable. Kalau kita tengok when first Times New Roman was designed tahun bila tu?
Was way back.
Kan, dia dah lama dah actually. It's like 1800s punya font.
Before
That
Rudy
page.
was born. Yeah,
Before that sebenarnya. And then in psychology, kalau kita guna Times New Roman ataupun font tu kan dia ada kaki-kaki kan. Kat bawah dia tu dia macam ada lengkuk kat bawah tu. We call that serif. So any serif fonts, we can see there's a lot of similar fonts macam Times New Roman. These fonts are actually for readability. Orang nak fast reading.
Senang baca. Okay.
Kalau kita tengok buku teks yang lama-lama tu kan, buku cerita lah. Kalau buka je font dia adalah jenis-jenis macam Times New Roman. Kalau you perasan lah, kalau you notice buku yang lama. Bukan buku zaman sekarang buku you go to a library tengok buku lama.
Okay.
Semua Times New Roman.
Okay.
Kalau saya pakai terus boleh ke?
Tapi kalau macam rounded font macam Cik Rudy cakap tadi tu, Tuan Rudy cakap, yang itu
panggil
font
Rudy je?
zaman sekarang. For the screen, computer screen.
Okay.
Kita tak nak tengok font yang macam ada echo tu sangat. We prefer fonts yang kalau yang font yang tak ada echo tu macam kan sekarang ni on Zoom you can see all your fonts.
Right.
This is called sans serif font.
Okay.
Dia tak ada kaki, tak ada tangan.
Alright.
Those kind of font legible on the screen because
I
kita
see.
tengok screen lama.
Okay.
So we need something very light and simple. So
Is it also because Rudy ni memang bulat, maka dia akan choose font-font yang bulat-bulat.
depend on dia punya message juga sebab I tak pernah tengok dia punya message macam mana.
Okay.
So I tak faham.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
Quick, we are really bombarding you with a lot of questions, kan?
Exactly.
Let's give you the opportunity to kupaskan the topic that you nak sampaikan to us.
Okay, boleh insyaAllah. I will share a little bit lah, maybe like a surface saja of the onion. Sebab tadi I nak buat dalam-dalam nanti kan dia jadi buka kelas pula. Okay.
Okay.
Sekejap, I my screen. Nak tanya
Last
soalan?
question boleh tak?
Boleh.
Okay, how does it help us kalau kita nak belajar in term of forensic, in term of understanding people personality, kalau kita go to advanced classes?
Yang tu I tak tahu. Tanya coach.
Marketing.
Coach pandai bab tu.
Itu nanti kita pergi belajar handwriting analysis.
Handwriting analysis tu cerita lain pula.
Itu dia lain.
Dia kategori typography tapi dia kategori dia bawah calligraphy. Font reading, handwriting.
Saya lebih interested yang ni lah, Sifu, because yang ni you can either do it dengan typing je, tak boleh tulis tangan, so lebih genuine lah.
Tapi kan calligraphy, whatever it is when we type, sebenarnya semua datang daripada calligraphy.
Okay.
Sometimes no Roman actually is not from typing. It started off with calligraphy. You know, like pen yang British European punya pen tu, bila dia letak the ink, dia buat, it actually becomes fonts that call Times New Roman. That's the first one. Actually, black letter is the first one. The fonts, if you look at Bible yang zaman dulu tu kan, kalau you rajin baca buku lah, those are black letter. That's our first font. It was born in 1700s dulu lah. Sampailah sekarang.
I had to read.
I tak nak buka sejarah typografi nanti cerita lain.
Yang tu memang I muntah lah. But I can relate. I can relate because I've been reading books on Shakespeare punya plays and all that. And I had to go back to dia punya original books. And
yes.
I can totally relate when you say about that kind of font dulu tu.
Tapi memang if you look, kalau you study the font saja in the history, you can tell the human punya behavior daripada dulu sampai sekarang lah.
Wow.
Yang itu tentu je sebenarnya. Kita more simple lah compared to dulu.
Simple ke lazy? Simple ke lazy?
I want to say basic, tapi basic macam ni lah, terlampau ni.
I would say we are lazy now. Itu je.
Ya, boleh lah. We have ChatGPT lagi lazy nanti.
Lagi lazy. Alright, Hanim, what you have to show us?
InsyaAllah. Kejap macam nak share screen ni?
Pergi dekat bawah ada share screen button warna hijau.
Yeah, I
Dan
already
dekat
put
situ.
you as co-host already kan?
Yep.
Oh, okay, kejap. Dia tulis kat sini macam icon ni tak boleh share. Kejap ya.
Are you using a phone ke atau komputer?
Komputer.
Okay, komputer there should be a share screen punya button kat bawah tu.
Ataupun I give my slide to you boleh tak? Macam tak
Okay.
boleh share screen pun.
Okay, okay.
Tapi my slide ni simple je lah. I tak buat
Tak
fancy
apa,
sangat.
tak apa. You WhatsApp me ke?
Boleh. Kejap
Dia Asia punya style. Kalau nak yang advance kena bayar.
Bukan, I tak sempat. I boleh je buka nanti kan I cakap banyak nanti.
No, we expect you to cakap banyak. Sebelum Syafiq tu buka mulut, we expect you to
Okay.
to talk more. Sekali Syafiq atau Ariel lah buka mulut dah habis. Ariel dah keluar lah kan.
Saya nak belajar ni.
Sekejap
Alright.
Dapat tak?
Okay, hang on. I buka buka WhatsApp.
Allahu Akbar.
Alright. You punya WhatsApp belum sampai.
Oh, okay. Dia
Okay,
kena guna
you go.
ni.
Alright, go.
DHL.
Alright.
Send you a photo in the chat. If you can see that, it's right at the bottom. It's called share screen. Nampak tak? Nampak tak gambar yang I buka dalam chat?
Oh ya, I nampak tapi bila I share screen, I kan nampak this kind pula. Macam mana I nak share?
Kita kena buka hijab tu masanya.
Sekejap dia akan tunjuk I benda lain. I show you, I share gambar balik semula.
Tak apa, I'm opening it now. Is that you punya file ni PowerPoint, so you know.
Oh, okay.
Benda-benda murah ni bila masuk kat benda-benda mahal macam I punya komputer ni kan, dia kena like convert.
Yeah, so this is what I see when I click the share screen. Macam mana?
Oh,
Stop.
This is what I see. Bila I click share screen kan, I nampak ni. I don't know why.
Okay, klik dekat ni. You have to click on the share. Klik share je, klik share.
No, she has to open her PDF first and then she can share. I have a you tak upload lagi you punya Zoom.
I guess so sebab dia semua jadi unknown.
Tak apa. I dah buka dah.
Oh, okay.
Rizal juga, Apple juga yang membantu semuanya ni.
Yalah, selfish Apple mah.
Betul je. Okay, dah. Can you see this?
Bismillah.
Alright. So, you tell me.
Simple je lah.
Yeah, simple je.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay lah, berapa slide ni? Ada 25.
Slideshow please.
Tak mau. Jangan nak buat permintaan. You.
Dia tak mau ke siapa, dia tak erti. Bukan dia pasal.
Nampak?
Ni bukan.
Alright, next one. Here you go.
Okay, so basically the tajuk that Coach Rizal and I discussed last week lah. Dia kata, Hanim, give me a topic. And I was like, topic apa? So I come up with this topic lah, the importance of font selection in your design. So basically, anything lah, because this era we are dealing with fonts and anywhere we go kan. So I think it's best that we share lah. I share what is it. So next slide tu.
Ini ke? Nampak ke?
Next slide. Macam mana nak tekan?
Oh, no,
Number
tekan for
2.
You tell me.
Next slide. Slide
Ni.
nombor 2.
This one.
Kat bawah. Here. Macam mana I nak buat ni?
Dekat thumbnail siapa? Dekat thumbnail tu. Tekan situ.
You want to go to the first one or the second one or what?
The second one.
Oh, okay, second one. Okay, this was the first slide. This is the second slide.
Oh, nampak second slide?
No, we are still looking at the first slide.
Oh, you ke? Alright, sorry. Lah, benda-benda murah ni kan.
Okay. And then this one is the third slide.
Okay.
The second slide tadi I nak cakap pasal factors to consider for moods, legibility, branding and cultural association.
Rizal, I bayar tau Microsoft Office for every year. Mai you hantar kat I, I buat kat you.
Okay. Buat kat you.
I pun pakai Apple juga, tapi I bayar.
You baik. Itu je. Itu beza you dengan I. You baik.
Okay, so kita in the second slide.
Okay, hang on.
Hang on.
Antara Juwita je. Kita antara Juwita je. Antara Juwita je.
Okay.
Dah.
Thank you everybody. Sorry for the technical.
We understand when you buy cheap things, you get cheap things lah.
Oh, we understand when people are using Apple. Always say people think it's cheap.
Alright, now we jadikan Juwita co-host.
Thank
Okay,
you,
Juwita, you share. Juwita share.
Coming. 1 minute. Dia buka tak main lah. Oh, dia buka page ni. Okay. Baiklah, bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Tengok, Juwita baik. Dia start dengan bismillah pasal tu yang tak menjadi ni.
Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Share screen. Okay, this is your first slide, right?
Yes. Okay.
So next slide. Okay.
Next slide is the factors lah. Factors to consider when you want to choose your fonts. So actually dekat atas ni I tulis mood, legibility, brand identity, cultural association. Tapi at the bottom ni I tukar pula. Because I want to start off with branding identity. Because bila kita buat business ke whatever, our identity comes first. So how do you want to choose your font for your brand identity? And then how are we going to portray that mood for the brand identity or any emotion that you want to show? Legibility lebih kepada macam kalau kita font tu kita senang baca ke tidak? Okay. Kita punya pemilihan font, warna
easy to read.
Yeah, easy to read. And cultural association ni lebih kepada font yang macam black letter font tu. Kalau tak pernah dengar black letter, Times New Roman ke ataupun any font yang nampak cultural values lah, macam typeface yang ada Arabic kind of feelings ataupun Chinese, Mandarin kind of macam tu lah, all those, that's a cultural association lah.
Okay.
So we go to the next slide just to show you how the visual works lah pula. So brand identity, we can see all these logos yang around the world, big top brands, million brands macam FedEx lah, Lego lah. Kalau kita tengok betul-betul kan, this is all fonts. Kalau kita tengok 3M, Canon, IBM, Netflix semua, FedEx, Kodak, this is all fonts. Tapi the design, how they use the font in a brand identity pula, they do a customized font lah macam Barbie ni kan. I think they have a designer just to do the calligraphy of Barbie. Ataupun Lego. Kalau kita tengok Lego tu is a customized font. Dia akan buat Lego je. Contohnya kalau dekat Malaysia, kalau kita nak tengok brand identity yang guna font is actually Grab. Kalau kita tengok Grab kan dia ada G kan?
Yeah.
Actually G is a customized font. Kita tak boleh download font tu online. Tak akan jumpa. Kalau ada pun you have to pay for it ataupun ada polisi lah. Grab, the customized font for Grab actually daripada Jalan Raya Malaysia.
Jalan Raya Malaysia?
Jalan Raya is a road. Kalau boleh tengok ada tengah-tengah tu ada line, lepas tu Apa tu ada dua. Actually is jalan raya kanan dan kiri.
I
Lepas tu dia jadi G.
see. I see.
Yeah, so it's jalan raya actually. So all this brand identity, they customize their own font. I think macam the New York Times ni, either it's customized back then was Times New Roman, but dia ada tukar sikit. Macam tu lah kalau kita tengok balik. Google tak, dia ada font lain, dia guna font, ada specific one lah, tapi Google pandai main color dia. Okay, so that's brand identity with choice of font ataupun customized font lah. So we go to the next slide. So another one, brand identity, I nak show an example is Adidas. Adidas has the, I think font dia sendiri kot. Oh, they use avant-garde. Kalau kita tengok balik, Adidas ni nampak macam wah, very exclusive kalau kita nak beli brand dia kan.
Yeah.
Tapi kalau kita study typography, actually they just use avant-garde LT medium font. So you boleh imitate balik lah brand ataupun Adidas punya label tu. Just looking for this kind of font lah. Boleh download. I'm not sure if it's free lah.
Yeah.
Kena tengok balik.
What goes into people's heads, yeah, when they come out? I mean, when they choose that font. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of discussions.
Dia discussion dia sama macam any brand what you call that kalau kita, there's some people yang buat brand management, brand identity punya design tu kan, dia punya mindset sama, nak tengok vision, mission semua.
Okay.
And then what is the brand portraying? So all those feelings, visual, philosophy behind the brand, the designer kena keluarkan something that match that feeling.
Is there an AI now for that?
Ada AI, we actually test the AI. AI dia buat another brand, tapi dia punya feeling tu terlampau generic, dia macam terlampau calculative.
Okay.
Dia akan collect all the top brands and keluarkan something different. Tapi kita as a human, bila kita tengok, kita akan rasa macam something familiar but different. Yang tu AI akan kita orang dah test dah. Tak jadi. Dia punya human feeling tu tak ada. Tapi dia nampak lain, nampak cantik. Cuma as human, bila kita tengok that brand kan rasa macam, for me lah, because I dah biasa tengok kan, I rasa macam
people like you biasa tengok, tapi people like myself and Rudy yang keluar daripada kampung ni kan,
maybe boleh test lah, boleh buat study ke apa kan.
Tak, we need AI to mempercepatkan proses untuk belajar, you know.
Boleh lah. I think yang itu ada juga.
Can I have a question?
Yes, you can. Yes, you may.
Based on the brand identity, right? Like what the one that you shared just now on all the words. Based on what I mean, in general, is that a common thing that when they wanted to create their brand, is all these company they have a common thoughts that, oh, I want my brand to be something else, for example. Is that relate to mode, or is that relate to when they wanted to design their brand, right? Is that relate to they want people to easily remember, or is that any research has been done for that?
Actually ada. Normally the brand identity, the aim is to make people remember cepat.
So all this company they choose the font is basically they want people see and then remember cepat.
Yes, actually, yeah. Tapi it has to relate back to their vision and mission punya. The core value of the company, the culture of the company kena tunjuk terus. Macam contohnya Adidas ni kan, kita tengok, kita dah tahu dah Adidas is about what. Ataupun Google. Macam tu lah.
Itu yang kita sekarang sudah tahu what they are selling. But let's say a new, for example, now I want to create my own branding.
Yes.
So even I put very nice thing that people may not know what is it. Right?
Yeah. Normally kalau you want to do those kind of thing, you just if it's your brand kan, if it's Lily kan, you just understand who you are dulu lah. Macam Lily ni siapa? Lily ni suka apa? macam tu kan. Maybe Lily is very sophisticated or something like that kan. Then you try to find something that is sophisticated lah. If you want to choose font, cari font yang looks sophisticated. For me, font yang sophisticated, all those things kan, you can cari font yang, bukan macam Adidas punya font, this is not, this is more modernized and cool and simple. Kalau sophisticated, elegant tu kan, those kind of Times New Roman tu ada lenggok dia. So tapi bila you susun all those kind of font, kena susun elok lah. So when you arrange it, it looks elegant. Your name Lily, for example. So that's your brand lah. Kalau you tambah bunga lah, you tambah arrow lah, and then you put colours, it looks complicated dah. And then people will probably just, for me lah, dia akan tengok sekejap and then, okay. And then, yeah, it's complicated lah.
Like myself, right? I don't really have all this knowledge. Right? So when I start thinking, like for example, my name card, people will say, hey, put the name, your name like people easily to read. For example, like Arial or Calibri like that. Because they say this one is people easy to read.
Lepas ni I show you something yang nampak elegant tapi it's from a fashion brand.
Okay. All right.
But so this is brand identity. So we go to the next one.
Thank you.
Next slide. So kita nak tengok next slide yang the mood pula, choice of font with moods. So we can see tradition, stability, strong, friendly, elegant. What I mean by elegant is this kind of fonts lah yang script handwriting punya lenggok. And then this is other kinds of mood. Kalau we choose fonts with colors, we play font with color pula, you can feel a different kind of mood. The next one.
Boleh tanya soalan kejap?
Boleh tanya soalan.
Nak minta Puan Jovita macam ni contoh kan, tradition, stability, strong ni saya rasa macam Futura kan?
Futura kan.
Ini Futura yang caps lock betul tak?
Kalau you tengok caps lock, dia punya Futura ni kan, dia punya the end dia tu very sharp. And then the
macam Trajan Pro dia dalam kategori yang mana?
Trajan dia kan macam Futura juga kan font dia. It can be, it depends on how you mainkan, play with the tone of the font. Is it bold, italic, thin, semua tu. Kalau Trajan Pro bold, is probably strong. Tapi if Trajan Pro thin, and then you buat script, it probably can become elegant.
Okay, thank you.
Ni macam-macam sebenarnya boleh.
Soalan
boleh.
All these tradition, stability, strong, friendly, and elegant ni, is it something yang common yang people look into? Is it other than this atau ini saja de facto standard?
Ada banyak faktor lain, tapi this is the simple mood yang kita boleh boleh look into lah. Ada yang fear, scared. Tapi yang macam very simple moods yang ni dah cukup dah kot.
Okay, soalan lagi.
Ya.
Boleh.
Kalau macam contoh kan, saya perasan buku-buku sekarang dia banyak guna Arial ataupun dia banyak guna Sentry ataupun satu lagi yang adik-beradik dengan Sentry tu. Calibri.
Yang itu sebab Microsoft Word dia dah setting kan dekat situ, ambil yang ini.
Kalau ikut pandangan Puan lah kan.
Ya.
Saya tak nampak daripada yang tradition, stability, strong, elegance, friendly, dia macam yang kelima-lima ni yang ditunjukkan ni dia more tu kepada poster, betul tak?
Kalau nak tulis yang poster design ataupun logo ke maksudnya?
Kalau macam kelima-lima ni.
In the mood, for the mood of a poster boleh guna 5 ni, tapi mood of your brand identity pun boleh guna 5 ni, and mood of your body text pun boleh guna. Tapi tapi kalau body text kita tak recommended guna elegance lah, because yang itu nanti kita akan pergi ke legibility, susah nak baca.
Betul. Tapi
So tak
kalau
boleh
macam tu kalau tradition dia nampak macam old school sangat, betul tak?
tapi orang baru kata old school tapi orang lama kata senang baca. Reading. What do you call that? Cepat baca. Fast. Orang panggil apa benda tu?
Readability.
Macam on the screen, kita punya letters kalau kita guna Times New Roman, lepas tu dia ada measurement of the paragraph, berapa huruf je kita kena letak. Kalau you tengok A5 buku cerita dulu tu kan, dia pendek-pendek je. And then Times New Roman ke apa ke kan. Sebenarnya baca laju. Psychologically lah.
Compare to Century
Ini
Gothic.
untuk orang lama kot, bukan orang baru. Orang zaman sekarang.
Kalau compare to Century Gothic?
Century Gothic.
Sebab saya rasa Century Gothic tu dia sharp sikit.
For print tu dia macam mana? Tulisan dia tak bersambung. Nak baca cepat. Untuk baca macam blok macam children kan, dia akan guna fonts yang macam tu lah, bulat-bulat.
Puan,
Yes saya.
sorry tak on video sebab line slow nak tanya.
Yes.
So macam in terms of title dengan tag content, title headline lah kan, ataupun dia punya content. So yang ada echo dengan yang tak ada echo. Kalau title highly recommend yang ada echo ke tak ada echo, dan juga yang dia punya content tu highly recommend ada echo ke tak ada echo, macam ni?
I rasa ada echo tak ada echo tu macam elegant punya font
Tak. Elegant tu tak. I mean tradition dengan strong, for example, kalau kita nak compare.
Okay. So it depends on the mood of the page pula. For me, kalau I nak make sure my audience tu macam orang yang lama and then they like to read, then I will use Times New Roman and then make it Times New Roman thin ke apa ke, then dia nampak elegant and easy to read. And then dia punya tajuk I probably use Calvary ataupun orang panggil sans serif, dia tak ada kaki tu.
Okay, klik. Alright. Kalau orang lama, kalau orang macam agak millennial, dia banyak guna yang
kalau,
macam
millennial maksudnya the design tu dia bukan on print, is probably on screen. Boleh tengok screen on the handphone. At the same time, lepas tu you nak print, probably I will twist it around lah, terbalikkan.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Puan.
Tapi ada detail lagi sebenarnya. Tapi nanti kalau I cerita, nanti kening lah, leading benda tu banyak teknikal lah.
Ya, jangan muntah kita orang.
Muntah nanti.
Saya ada soalan.
Okay.
Soalan yang berbunyi, kalau 8 jam duduk tengok slides, what will be the best 8 jam yang show untuk kita nak tengok presentation slide dalam training session? What will be the right font lah? Not say the right, the appropriate.
Kalau nak readability on the screen, normally font yang macam Helvetica lah. Helvetica.
Okay. Ada recommended font. Nasib baik ada cikgu bahasa Inggeris kat sini. Terima kasih.
Mana ada nasib? Ada nasib ke?
Tak ada.
Tapi bila the Helvetica font, jangan rapat sangat dia punya kening. Kening tu ABC tu on the space between the letters. Kalau dia rapat sangat, you guna Helvetica pun it still it's not readability.
Kalau dia recommended dia punya jarak tu apa benda?
Jarak tu macam dalam Canva dia kata you want to space your font, you want to space your letter ke tidak. Yang itu actually is called kening. Dekat Canva dia tak ajar benda tu semua. I rasa Canva dia banyak menipu. Tapi tak apalah.
Ambil
dia tak ajar all
Canva menipu.
Dia tak ajar details tau. Dia cuma jarakkan spacingkan your paragraph, tapi dia tak bagi tahu apa benda-benda tu. Tapi benda tu, contohnya if you use Canva and then you use Helvetica, make sure the spacing tu is just nice lah. A dengan B dengan C tu. Jangan jauh sangat. Kalau jauh sangat pun dia kacau you punya readability for your presentation slide. Just nice for the eye touch screen.
Hanim, on this point, saja nak selit sekejap. referring to what Rudy was saying, Rudy, you don't want people to just look at your slides 8 hours straight, kan? I mean, throughout that 8 hours too, you will, get them to do activities and there's video involved. I mean, having variety in your presentation is far better than getting your audience to just focus on the slides saja.
Betul
Yeah.
juga.
I just needed to add that one in.
Yeah.
All right, good. Hanim, continue.
Okay, we can go to so this is the mood, choice of color, choice of fonts pun play the mood lah. For example, kalau I change this color black and white, it doesn't have that feeling of this mood lah anymore. So we go to the next one. Lepas mood is legibility, if I'm not mistaken. So this is legibility. For example, macam kita nak buat slides kan, and then we choose red, pilih font yang ni, mata kita akan rasa penat.
Betul.
Dia rasa macam ni. Tapi I should have more examples, but I terlupa nak put example of the paragraph panjang mana, pendek mana. Itu nanti.
Boleh saya tambah sikit dekat sini
Boleh.
Actually kenapa jadi penat? Because our brain have to do a lot of thing tau. Brain nak ambil colour, brain nak ambil purple, brain nak ambil orange, brain nak apa tulisan yang ni. So that's why kita cepat letih, because there are so many things. As opposed to this one, 2 color ya.
Yes, correct. And then the font pun dia tak berat lah. For the screen for the screen.
Berat, sensitif lah.
Tapi font ni bukan Helvetica. Kalau kita tengok balik, this is not Helvetica font. But it's sans serif kind of font lah. It's not serif. Macam tu.
Aduh.
Tak nak cakap Times New Roman ke apa ke. Cakap serif ke sans serif. Nanti you pilih lah sendiri you nak kategori mana. Macam you nak masak kan, you nak garam banyak mana kan, suka hati you lah kan, nak garam bukit ke, garam putih ke, garam pink ke, garam juga macam tu. So I ajar you sans serif dengan serif. You nak pilih, kalau serif Times New Roman punya tu dia ada kaki, kalau sans serif Helvetica dia tak ada kaki, then you pilih lah mana you nak.
Aduh.
Okay tak? Yang tu I think is more simple lah kalau nak buat poster kan.
Yeah.
Okay. And then colour pun you pilih lah colour. Janganlah macam striking macam the red and purple tu. Ataupun yellow and black ni okay lah. Okay, we go to so legibility, easy to read. Macam tu. Next one, cultural association. Okay, boleh lah kita go to that one. Cultural association. Ni legibility lagi. So we can see legibility atas ni macam kategori sans serif. Dia tak ada kaki And then bawah ni is consider rounded font. Rounded font dia sans serif juga tapi font dia bulat-bulat. And then bawah ni actually we call this kategori black letter ataupun more to cultural European punya style font. Yang ini lagi susah nak baca lah, but yang ni yang cakap yang the Bible yang zaman dulu-dulu dia guna calligraphy pen tu, dia dapat this kind of black letter punya style lah. Orang guna ni juga. And then bawah ni good legibility blah blah, this is kategori serif ataupun kategori Times New Roman lah, but this is not Times New Roman if I'm not mistaken, dia font lain, maybe Garamond. Tapi nanti you boleh carilah family serif font. And then bawah lagi satu ni yang you cakap tadi tu lah, macam Helvetica ke, Calvary ke, all those things. This is kategori sans serif. Dia tak ada kaki. Macam tu. So you can see the difference lah. And then legibility plays along with colour juga. Kalau you salah pilih colour, mata kita pun macam pening kepala nak muntah. Macam ni jugalah. Macam tu lah. Okay. Boleh
Boleh.
Okay, next slide. We go to the cultural association. So this one, cultural association, I saja je pilih this poster because this typography punya study actually comes from European study lah. Macam the first printing press, the first lettering, semua datang daripada situ. Sebab kita adopt and all those things. Now the whole world is doing this. Just to see, just to show lah, kalau kita tengok this kind of design, actually this is all influenced by black letter lah. Kalau kita tengok balik tulisan dia.
Okay.
Black letter and then tulisan yang lama ni macam ala-ala Times New Roman bawah ni bila nak baca. Ini kita tahu ni zaman dulu punya poster lah.
Okay.
Kalau kita go to the next one. This one dah modern pula. Digitized. Sebab tadi tu is printed, this one is digital. Tapi kalau kita nak cari this kind of font juga, I think dah ada kot dalam Canva. You just cari Gothic fonts. Yang itu semua black letter kategori lah. But it's still readable tau bila kita tengok balik Cambridge decorative. You can feel the feel of London macam tu.
Yeah.
Macam tu lah. Because they use this kind of fonts. The
Bukan
old
saja.
London, the old smoke orang panggil.
Ya, dia nampak gotik tak nampaknya.
It is Gothic a bit lah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we go to the next one. Next slide. I'm still in cultural association lah, nak tunjuk Malaysia pula. Kita dekat Malaysia pun ada font kita, cuma not really tak famous sangat. I'm not sure. It's not mainstream lagi lah.
Okay.
It's not mainstream sebab banyak je. Kalau kita go around and look at the letters, banyak je dekat Malaysia, cuma it's not mainstream. Orang-orang yang minat typography ataupun typography geek je akan tengok benda-benda details macam ni lah. Ataupun baru perasan Grab sebenarnya font design. Macam tu lah. So this one ada association in Malaysia, typography association, they just collect or design fonts based on Malaysian punya cultural elements lah.
Right.
Okay, so ini I just want to show the cultural context. Next one. Ini another font on a billboard lah. Tapi Malaysia kita tak go macam dekat Europe sampai design dia punya ni, kita nampak the cultural dekat sana. Maybe it's not mainstream lagi lah. One day kita akan mainstream lah. But this is just an example. Kalau kita keluar pun actually everything is typography.
Yeah. Yeah.
So kita go to the next one. This is actually a study of my study with my student lah. We went and study rebab and then study all the elements of the rebab. And then how do we design, consider this is a customized font. Memang tak ada font ni online. Kalau you cari font rebab pun memang tak ada this font lah. Cuma we try to customize the font to design Malay cultural element punya font inspired by rebab. So we dapat this rebab font lah. And then we buat jadi poster, dapatlah something like this.
Did you show this to orang yang main rebab tu and say, do you feel this?
This guy actually is a musician in Malaysia, our school juga. He main rebab.
The point is, after you came up with that font, after you created that font,
I tak pergi tunjuk dia lagi. I didn't show. But I show it to outside people lah, and then show it with another cultural poster. Dia cakap, font ni the designer took the extent to create customize a font for the rebab. So yang tu je lah dia punya feedback. But I tak pergi tanya Cik Mat ni. Nama dia Cik Mat. I tak pergi pula tanya Cik Mat ni.
Jadi motif rebab ke atau you just pick up?
The motif of this one, customized one is from rebab lah. Rebab punya elements. Macam dia punya gitar ni, kaki dia, tangan rebab. Tapi macam kalau somebody, we go back to the brand identity, this one boleh terus jadi brand identity for Cik Mat lah, rebab ni, pemain rebab. Macam tu.
Amazing.
Kalau if he's doing a poster on Mak Yong ke whatever kan, we can just use this one untuk share the Mak Yong punya whatever lah. Mak Yong, cerita Mak Yong lah, tradition, drama and theatre. Okay, kita go to the next one. So this is cultural. I just nak tunjuk cultural element je. So yang ni I just want to show case study from Coco Chanel brand lah. Tapi we go back to the category of brand identity, mood, legibility and culture association. So kita boleh put our perspective on a brand, an actual brand. So we go to the next slide. Terus pergi kat mood deh. So this one Coco Chanel. We can see that Coco Chanel punya brand C dengan C. You can see logo ni kan C dengan C saja. And then this is high fashion brand. The design of the brand identity is just simple je. Dia ambil C and then dia terbalik C. And then the types of font is a customized font. So probably this is not Arial, this is not Calvary or whatnot. Probably we think it is, but it's a customized font now with various weight. So it's very simple font je sebenarnya.
When you say in various weights, what do you mean? Yeah.
Kan kalau when you go to Canva or Microsoft Words kan dia ada bold, italic,
Correct.
All those things. Various weight is like that lah maksudnya. Bold, extra bold or whatever. Oh, those are weights. Pemberat punya font tu.
Alright, okay.
Macam tu lah. Couture means that it's high fashion lah. So I think the branding for Coco Chanel, they just play around with the mood saja. And they ambil C and C and then if they put ink, kita boleh imagine that Coco Chanel ni is in ink or something like that lah. That we can feel that the mood of the brand lah.
Right.
Macam I don't know what do you feel when you see this. I don't know what
like a devil kind of things.
Yeah, devil kind of things lah. I don't know, maybe they're trying to promote something.
I think it's melting.
This is Chanel punya campaign for Halloween.
Like blood dropping like that.
Yeah,
but
I nampak macam chocolate melting.
anything lah. But we can see they still use the CC and then but use the other elements to portray the mood for the logo. But bila I cakap pasal kategori branding ataupun kategori of their campaign tu dah cerita lain lah. But kita sekarang kategori of font and mood sajalah. So what do you feel saja when you see this? Macam tu lah. So Coco Chanel also play around with moods lah for any brand campaign or whatnot. So next one I think I bought mood juga kot. This one is another mood juga. I think this is probably other campaigns but they don't run away from the font lah. Macam tu. Dia maintain balik dia punya font tu. C. Maybe I should bagi tahu secret lah. How do they get this idea? Actually, this is called monogram in typography.
Monogram.
Yeah. This is a secret. Tapi everybody tahu dah. So if a monogram maksudnya you stick letters together rapat-rapat. Macam tu. They call monogram. And then if a typographer maksudnya dia only design font saja. They design customized font. So they will actually design customized font using monogram. So kalau brand ataupun business people, they just choose the monogram terus jadi brand. Macam tu. Okay lah, itu secret. Not really secret anymore. Okay, go next one. So this is legibility. What I mean by body text is this yang kat tengah ni kan, you can see dia punya buku tu. Cara disusun dia punya font tu. Kemas. Dia punya edges dekat tepi sini dengan edges kat tepi sini tersusun kemas. This is really considering the legibility lah. Okay, sorry. Dengar bunyi background from my side.
No.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so yang ni legibility for campaign for Chanel, and next one. And another campaign for legibility lah. We can see that we call this typesetting in typography. Kena susun the letters elok-elok lah. Kemas and ada flow.
Right.
And next one. I'm going to the end dah. Ni cultural association with branding for fashion lah. Next one. And then this is all the designs on a product. Kalau if you all ada product, then your typography ke fonts tu kena repeat balik lah. Dia tak adalah tertukar cerita lain macam tu. The next one. This is on a product juga. This is example je lah nak tunjuk.
Okay, normally Chanel punya bottles, the costume is clear and all that. So noir means night in French. So they have perfume. Yang ni I tahu because I do presents kan.
Yeah.
So you to know perfumes, you know, so perfume yang siang hari you pakai yang macam mana, yang malam hari or at work and for dinner and whatever. So Coco came out with noir, and noir is night. Therefore, they turn the bottle black.
Okay. So talking about in terms of the choice of font, Coco Chanel still maintain the fonts lah. Dia punya font at the beginning tu and in the middle. They just play around with the size of font and the weight of the font saja. So it still maintain dia punya identity. Okay, the next one. This is on the logo lah.
Right.
But this is actually font bukannya monogram. Actually it's a monogram.
Right.
This is on the glass of the doors or the shops.
Yeah. So it looks very exclusive bila dia letak monogram on a glass. Sebab sometimes I'm talking based on with my students lah. Bila we want to say I want to do minimalist design or very minimal ataupun tak nak nampakkan black and white ke saja. I would like to show them Coco Chanel lah, because Coco Chanel is very minimal. Tapi it's high fashion. That's what I'm trying to show sebenarnya. Sebab sometimes when we say my design is minimal, tapi it doesn't look exclusive. So kalau nak tampak eksklusif, kena compare dengan Coco Chanel.
Right.
Sebab it's very exclusive and it's simple saja. CNC je.
Right.
Macam tu lah. Okay, itu saja. Next one is pairing of the fonts. Macam Rizal suka buat lah. So yang tu kita dah stop lah with the case study of the mood, from the brand, the mood, legibility to cultural punya context. Lepas tu now sekarang ni kita pairing sajalah. Like the beginning tadi tu macam everybody is interested in the pairing. So this is I think Canva dah tunjuk macam-macam kot macam mana nak pairing the fonts kan.
Right.
Macam
soalan.
Okay.
Teruskan.
I dah habis case study. So sekarang ni I'm just jump pula dekat pairing of fonts. Macam you kata nak pair Times New Roman dengan Calvary ke dengan apa. Tapi for me, kalau untuk senang you all, you fikir Times New Roman adalah serif. Dia yang tak ada echo punya, ataupun bold serif for example kan. Yang itu serif. Itu Times New Roman. Then you pair dengan sans serif. For example macam Calvary tadi you cakap kan. So but you pair it dengan dia punya weights of font pula. You nak bold, sans serif bold ke ataupun serif light ke, serif italic. If you dah ada tu, then you can pilih lah you punya font apa pula in Canva. Ada banyak, I think there's berjuta-juta font kat situ. You just pilih je dekat what's the tone of that message pula.
Right.
Yeah. Is it handwriting ke? If you at that time of you want to have that feeling of handwriting, then you buat handwriting lah. You can pair handwriting dengan sans serif. Sans serif is Kalbari or Helvetica or kategori yang itulah.
Right.
Tapi I cuma panggil sans serif je. Font-font yang lain tu cari sendiri lah.
Mhm.
Garam apa, garam bukit, garam tu semua. Macam tu.
Okay.
The next one, I think I'm towards the end. It's just balancing back kita punya poster tu lah. Macam minggu lepas, Coach Rizal dia cakap pasal constructing kita punya quotes tu kan.
Correct.
So bila dah ada quotes tu, macam mana kita nak visualizekan the quotes. So this is an example lah. I think this quote is talking about life is like riding a bike. So that's why they put a bike. And then they nak emphasize on life is like. So they use emphasis on the weights guna sans serif font.
Right.
But riding a bike tu dia tak nak tunjuk sangat. Probably dia nak visualizekan gambar tu atas tu.
Betul.
To keep you balanced. That's why balance tu besar pula.
Besar pula.
And then you must keep moving. Moving pula besar. And then it's bold.
Right.
Kita punya mata akan tengok benda tu semua lah.
Is what you want to give emphasis to. Betul?
Yeah, it's what we want to emphasize kan.
Right.
Maybe bila kita tengok kat sini, probably we are looking at life is like moving. And then you can see the bicycle. So, boleh faham terus lah, bicycles keep moving kan.
Right.
And then you, balance tu, you can see the weight is lighter. So maybe dia tak emphasize sangat the balance tu. It's probably more to moving. Macam tu lah kalau this poster. Maybe we can take a look at the next example. This is another one. Some people probably look at this as kalang kabut.
Right.
Tapi I think this poster is trying to say life is beautiful. And that's why dia macam put beautiful besar and then Happy New Year. Itulah. And then the next one. Ada example lagi ke? Ke tak ada dah? Yang ini I perasan this one is Rizal punya style.
Rizal punya style.
Dia nak tunjuk macam terus. Macam tu.
Okay. Yeah.
The words have meaning, types have spirit.
If you just for the sake of the fun of it lah, ya. When you say Rizal punya style, what is Rizal punya style sebenarnya? It's like straight to the face, in the face.
Oh, straight to what do you mean straight to the face? Straight to your face?
Yeah, I mean, I when I write and when I do those posters, when I susun those words, there are things which I want to slap in the face kind of thing, in your face kind of thing. So is it? Does that really show in the way I choose my typology, the way I choose my fonts, how I arrange it? Does that show?
Some shows, some macam tak ada sangat, but it's okay, it doesn't matter lah. Tapi what I mean by Rizal punya style tu macam memang betul lah, slap in the face. Macam kalau we look at this poster kan, when I say it's Rizal punya style, font dia macam very bold, straight to the face kind of style. Macam this is what I want you to read, this is what is it. I tak nak macam it doesn't, tak ada hanky-panky lah, just macam tu je.
Dengar tu Ariel, tak ada hanky-panky in the face.
I ada handkerchief je.
Macam dekat poster ni, kalau kita tengok balik, cara susunan words yang black and white tadi tu. Yang ini nampak very simple, tapi cara nak susun ni actually it plays a lot of understanding in yang susunan kerning dengan leading dengan spacing tu. Kalau you tengok balik, it's in square. The words have meaning, types have spirit, it's in square. Kalau kita nak susun balik, nak dapatkan square macam ni, very susah sebenarnya. You kena play around, meaning ni jadi besar, type has tu besar. I mean, you look at it carefully lah. Sebenarnya. Tapi kalau guna Canva, dia terus ada that benda tu, template tu you just type terus jadi. Tapi kalau you guna Microsoft Word, dia susah nak dapat. Kena susun elok-elok.
Microsoft
Yeah.
Words.
Ya, Microsoft Word. Saya saja cakap guna Microsoft Word, nanti kan design Adobe nanti lagi complicated.
Lagi. Alright, cool.
Tak mau.
You know, if there was a checklist lah, Hanim. For example, I have these words, usah membangau lagi. And I want to jadikan a statement on a t-shirt, kan, usah membangau lagi. So if there was a checklist for me that you could give me, how do I start to choose the font? Do I, number one, okay, what is the message I want to give ke? Atau do I go on tone ke? Where do I start? If there was a checklist, step 1, step 2, step 3.
Oh, checklist. I don't know if there's a checklist for designing tagline.
Okay.
Normally for me ataupun any designer, benda technical macam tu usually kalau checklist, kalau I want, if me right now, checklist probably I will look at the message you want to bagi. Adalah usah membangau lagi tu, message dia marah ke, nak lempang orang ke, macam lempang orang, ataupun what kind of statement is it? Is it a hard statement, a soft statement? Macam tu tak. If it's a hard statement, okay, what kind of font pula kita nak pilih? Kalau if it's a soft statement, might as well you guna calligraphy. Kalau it's a hard statement, mesti you guna weights yang bold. Macam tu. Tapi but if it's like in the middle, probably it's lighter bold ke. And then the audience pula, is it traditional audience yang suka tengok Times sans serif punya style, ataupun the millennial Gen Z? Probably is millennial Gen Z lah, cause we're going to the future kan.
Oh, Ariel dengar tu, I'm millennial Gen Z, man. I'm not traditional, man.
Tapi kalau kita tengok Coco Chanel, dia dah millennial Gen Z lah. Coco Chanel brand dia tahun bila? Dia dah Gen Z dah dulu dah.
Okay, so
the example.
Listening to you, Hanim, I would start with, because as I'm listening to you, the checklist would sound like, in terms of message, the tone of the message.
Yeah, kalau text, I think is tone of the message lah.
Okay.
Kalau you cakap usah membangun lagi, tapi you guna tone of message, macam for example case tadi Coco Chanel kan, nanti dia nampak terlampau fashionista, ni semua tu kan, tapi dia tak nampak usah membangun lagi, tapi macam you nak buat catwalk catwalk. That's what I mean by the mood lah. Tengok mood you balik semula. Usah membangun tu macam mana? Is it like
sorry.
Yeah.
So I understand correctly what you mentioned is the number one consideration is what is the message you want to convey.
Yes.
Secondly is what is the mode that you want to put in on this message.
Yes.
So if let's say the mode that I want to put in on this message is, hey, wake up, don't sleeping lagi, then my font will change to that kind of I would choose that kind of font. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
I just want to like play like around, like very fun thing. Then I put the
like friendly kind of one lah.
Fancy, and then when people read also feel fun. Then when I have that message, it's also a fun message. Is that the way that we should take?
Yeah, if it's fun message, kita cari fonts yang ala-ala fun jugalah. Sometimes you can choose sans serif font yang tak ada echo tu. Then you play with colours pula for the legibility. The legibility tu nampak fun. Macam tu.
So the brand identity will come in assuming that if I create a lot of let's say like quotes and all these, then if I always put a my mode always choose that is like how to say, wake up people, I say wake up and all this. So I will become the brand like, always ask people, slap on people's face or fun person kind of things, right? Then brand identity will become the second The main mode will be the first. The main message will be the first. Mode will be the second, and then the brand identity will be the third. Or we should brand identity first to think, then only we put that sequence.
I'm not sure about the sequence for branding pula because that one macam kelas lain je. Macam kalau branding kena look in consideration of the vision, the mission, all those things lah. But tadi tu bila I tunjuk branding tu, I just want to show that logo semua banyak guna fonts. They choose fonts. Tapi to consider to choose font for a brand, boleh tengok balik lah the mood jugalah. You can say the mood because of the background of the business pula, mood dia macam mana, and then you can consider the legibility tu, tapi consider the background of the business tu macam mana pula. So you choose accordingly lah.
No, I mean the brand identity is not so much on the brand that you share with us just now, like Adidas, Google, not about that. What I mean, the brand identity about ourselves, because we also our brand, right? My brand, right? So what I mean, my question is, for example, we take the example like Usah Bermangau Lagi, right? So I can put a very solid and like marap kind of things. Then if I keep on using that kind of fonts, right? That means people perceive like, wow, this Lily is very easy to get marah, or a person who are very, not a friendly type of person and not able to approach, right? That is what I mean, the brand. That's why my question. We put that consideration, number one. Number two, our message. Number three, our mode.
Boleh juga, kan?
Can also, right?
Can.
Lily, Rizal, may I share something? I think I can help Lily understand a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm going to show you guys is, first of all, I'm going to show you my logo, Lily, that was created by a friend of mine. He actually designed the font from what he knows who I am. Okay. And later I'm going to show you 3 different album covers of the artists that I produced, and there are different albums, and then maybe it can explain to you about the mood. Okay. I'm just going to try. Okay. Now, this one, where is it? Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
It says just starting.
Sorry?
Okay, dah ada. Sekarang ada.
So, on my name card, this is how he sees me. So he designed that letter, the whole font. Juwita Jalil too, he was the one who designed the font. You like Hanim said, you can't just download it from anywhere, because this is how he sees me, as someone who's being fine, fun, and fabulous. So
yes, correct. That's what I mean by customized font.
Right. So my name card, this is actually my name card. So when it is my email address and my phone number, he used a font that is sans serif, but for my logo itself, he used this font.
Right.
To actually describe who I am or what I am. So so that's one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna share something else. Okay. I did this album. Can you see it?
Coming out.
Belum lagi.
Kenapa keluar? Dah keluar ke belum?
It takes, ambil masa sikit.
Kenapa?
Kerana tadi dia kata Tok Guru dia. Pasal tu lah.
Benar. Kat kita, no.
Itulah.
Kat not? Can see or not?
Not yet.
Tak keluar.
It says starting.
Saiz besar sangat kot.
Besar ada. Kecil ya.
Dia ingat Tok Guru dia tadi.
Okay lah.
Itulah.
Let me see. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I tak baca silah ke situ. Keluar tak? Tak keluar?
Tak.
Tak keluar.
Banyak dosa lah tu.
Okay, let me see. Would it make any sense if I put it in the chat?
Sure.
So I think the one, Juita, I think your friend know you well, then they can design, I mean, well fit you. Then if people like me, people don't know me, then when I try to describe, I always have, people will have a perception that like, I'm very fear like that, you know. So I don't know what can be able to design for me, fear kind of things.
Tapi kan, for me, Lily, kalau for you, if you want to understand how to visualize your name, for example, ataupun you punya personal brand, the nearest person next to you knows you very well. So you tanya dia, what do you feel I am? Macam mana? If that person say you loving, you caring, then your visual identity, the fonts that you should look for, it adalah loving, caring, and supportive, for example. So those kind of font is your fonts. Kalau you don't have like a professional designer to visualize your identity, you just look into somebody next to you je. Maybe your kids ke, your husband ke, your mother ke. They
Yeah,
probably
my nephew say I'm a strong woman.
strong. Did they say caring ke loving? Tak ada.
Tak ada lah, dia kata macam, how to say, a career strong woman. That's it. That is his message. Strong woman.
Then bold fonts lah.
Yeah, then he actually designed that to me lah. I asked him why this. It's my name lah, you know, because my name is Wong Lily, right? I just design a W, but then the W is break. It can be Lily LL, or you can read as W.
They use monogram lah tu.
Remember
Cik dah bagi tahu secret.
Sometimes I share about win, right? So it can also become the word win.
See, actually dah ada dah, cuma nak kena embody ke
I'm just trying to thinking, is that the correct one? Because I just sent for printing today my name card.
Lily, if I may butt in, correct or not correct is what you want to project. You know, you cannot make everybody happy. People will to look for faults and stuff like that. So as long as you're steadfast in what you want to project, and then it will be a brand lah. But if you are like, you know, like the wind, you know, change direction all the time, then the brand will not stick.
I agree.
So it's okay. Whatever you come out with is, I'm sure, is good already, because whatever you come out with is already, I'm sure, well thought of already. Yeah. So
thank you,
yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have really taken 1 hour and more than 1 hour of Hanim your time. So Juita, unless you can show that last picture, we want to let Hanim go. Kian anak dia nak tidur tu.
I cannot share, but I guess what I'll do is I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Right.
Okay, for example, let me give you this. Okay, this one is something that I did, and it was for Sheila Majid's album called Kumohon. So if you want to see the mood of it, this was when this was her first album that we did on our own, meaning after she left the recording company RAP, so she was on her own. So this was her first album. So as what Hanim was saying, Kumohon tu, you can see the letter, the font for Kumohon is serif. When you look at it, you know that's how she feels. You know, that was her feeling at that time. She's actually asking, God to show her the right way. And of course, her name, down there is still a serif, but it is not, so fancy or whatever. It's still just there so that people know that it's her. This is another album that we did. This is a rock group, and the rock group is actually called Crush. Okay, so oh no, what have I done?
Are you sharing it somewhere, Juita?
Yeah, hang on. Okay, here, hang on a minute. Yeah, okay. So this is a band, it's a rock band, and the band is called Crush with an apostrophe. So this was designed by my friend. So if you can see, he chose those fonts again for the mood, and it's a rock band, and it has and with the with the asterisks and all that, so it's a little bit more garang. I feel that
Yeah, it does look garang.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then they carefully susun the letters on the person's body, and then the kening tu jauh-jauh kalau you perasan lah.
So let me just
This one is not serif or sans serif, it's called slap serif.
right.
Riza, the font nama slap serif You slap the sheriff.
Slap sheriff. I must look for it. Slap sheriff.
I selalu joke with my student about slap sheriff.
What's the joke?
So this is another band, but this band, I mean, it's a duo, and what they portray is more like buskers. So they are both Ahmad and Ahmad, So the design, we chose this font because it's kind of rough and cut, you know what I mean? So it's Ahmad, and there's no space in between. It is actually one word, but with two capitals, just to show that, these are the two Ahmads. And the name of the song down there is Bling Bling Blah Blah Blah. Again, you can see the font is
nice.
Blah 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 tu pun is considered one word, but we capitalize all the B's.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's that.
Right.
And
Juwita, we must stop you, kesian Hanim. Anak dia nak tidur dah tu. We really took a long time.
It's
Took
okay.
Hanim's time.
Okay.
Thank you, Juwita. Thank you, Lily, for asking questions. Rudy, thank you. Ariel for selit-selit kat situ pun. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. And big thank you kepada Hanim for being with us tonight. Yes, sharing a lot of things with us. A lot of new things.
Thank you for inviting me juga.
Yeah, we really took the time. We will be calling you again one day. Yeah, to share. I mean, especially when it comes to reading people's characters. I dengan Rudy tu memang nak target you lah. How to read people's character just by the fonts they use. That is going to be very interesting one day. Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me lah sebenarnya, because I ingatkan typography ni macam nerd punya topik, so I segan sikit nak share. I call it nerd topic because
dalam net ni kita ada fashion designers, we have Alimin who is a book person, and we are all here to learn from you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So everybody say thank you to Hanim.
Jangan lupa approve LinkedIn. Terima kasih. Hanim.
Ya.
Jangan lupa approve LinkedIn.
Okay.
LinkedIn, everybody.
Buka balik LinkedIn.
You have your Instagram, kan? I mean, you show your own work. I mean, you were saying you have your own design work kind of thing.
That my problem is marketing.
Okay, you can start with either you
my problem is marketing. Tu senang
open
saja.
on Instagram ke atau Pinterest would be more you sebenarnya. The way I understand Pinterest and the way I listen to you how you present your material kan. Pinterest would be more you sebenarnya.
Give it a try.
Yeah, I just cannot say how much we are grateful for you being with us tonight. Thank you
so much for having me.
The next time around we might just invite a designer pula. We've got Hanim who came from designer punya background and more going into academic and tells us about the history and the technicals of it. Maybe the next time we invite a designer. I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking at Ariel. Ariel has that designer background. So maybe we'll start with Ariel until we go to somebody else one day. Tetapi Ariel, how about it? Next time?
Okay.
Well, there you go. Alright. Thank you everybody for being with us tonight. The benda ni dirakam, so you can watch it on YouTube. Nanti I'll give you the link. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Terima kasih Hanim. Assalamualaikum.
Terima kasih.
Everyone, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you everyone.
Terima kasih semua. Jumpa lagi.
InsyaAllah.
Terbaik.
Yang ni pun nak bye-bye.
Ya, dia pun nak bye-bye. Alhamdulillah.
Dia kata dia ghost.
Alright.
Okay, bye-bye Cakap.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, ghost.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Dos.
Okay, Mama nak leave.